Okay, so we're up here in the tree. It is Friday, March 27th, about 6 p.m. I am anchored to the tree. Got my climbing gear, my tree harness on for deer hunting, and I have been wanting to add a few clamps to the net cable for about 2 years. There were just 3 on here, which is fine, but what I wanted to do was add a couple more just to make sure, and then I also wanted to add 2 to the cable itself, so if and when I adjust this to give a little bit of slack in the cable, when I loosen all these clamps, that the whole cable just doesn't go shooting through. Hopefully it'll stop on these 2 when it gets to here, and then I'll be able to do tighten things back up, and hopefully that'll give a little bit of slack. This cable on this particular between these particular trees, as opposed to the far set, this cable feels a little bit tighter. So what I'm gonna do, it's not much, but I'm going to give the cable this much more slack, and hopefully these just slide down, and then I'm hopefully able to just tighten clamps back up and put this all back together, and still have a little bit of adjustment left. Not much, but a little bit, because it's this from here out to the tail, but I also hopefully I'm going to have an extra couple 2 inches here. It's not much, and I debated about running another piece of cable around the tree and then extend it out a couple feet, but after I got up here and I started looking at this, I realized that it's all good. It's not, there's nothing wrong with this. It could use a little bit of slack on this one, so hopefully I'm going to be able to adjust that for the diameter of the tree, and the trees might be growing apart from each other, as this has been up here for 3 years now. And so again, I'm just going to try to loosen these clamps, let this slide down, and then retighten stuff. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the camera back up here. We'll see how this goes. Can't tell for sure where you're looking, but hopefully that's good enough right there. Make sure these are tight out here. Good and snug, so they don't come through the cable. The cable doesn't come through them. And then I've never done this before, and I'm a little nervous. And I don't know if there's one that I should leave till last or not, and I hope they don't just take off and jam everything together. In worst case, the whole thing goes shooting through here. I can't tell you I'm not nervous, just that something could go wrong, or that I don't see something ahead of time. But I'll just go slow here. And if all these cable clamps all bunch together, it's not the worst thing. It's not really what I want to have happen. But as long as nothing goes shooting like to see that just slip. Hey, how's it going?
You're a long ways up there. Make sure you be careful.
I'm strapped onto the tree, so I got it. But yeah, it's something I've been wanting to do is reinforce this and then also give this one cable a little bit of slack. So today's the day. I've been waiting about 2.5, 3 years to do this. I've been nervous about these clamps letting go and watching my cable fall, but I got it now, so yeah.
Be safe. Have a good evening.
Yeah, you too. Yep, take care. Things are pretty loose, so I don't know. I'm surprised that isn't pulling through there, but there must be just enough friction. Oh, it's this guy right here. It's this one. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. And that one right there. Yep, okay. So I'm able to, it's able to just slide. See, this is coming, this is moving in a little bit towards this, so just a little bit at a time. Yep, there we go. So I'm wanting to just, right there, just a little bit more. Just putting a little bit of slack in this, and it is. It's dropping the middle of the cable down. So that's happening exactly how I was hoping it would, that it wouldn't just all slip together and like I said, worst case, go taking off and shoot the cable right through all the clamps, and then I'd really be hosed. But no, that worked out okay. It's not a whole lot of slack, but that's all I needed for right now. And that was a good first run at this. I don't anticipate having to adjust these very much, hopefully, but I wanted to get that done and have that first experience so I know what to look forward to the next time I do this. And to have it all on video is pretty good too. Then I can go back and watch that and see what happened. So good. I'm ready to get down. We are up here a long ways. It's like 20, I think I'm 20, probably 21, 22 feet to the where I'm standing. And up here is probably almost 30 feet. Pretty close to it. So yeah, that went good. I just wanted a little bit of adjustment in that, a little dip, and see how all this acted, so that's good. I put these up here 3 years ago. The original, when we moved in, there were just ropes hanging a really cheap net between this tree, or these two trees, and a cheap net, same thing, between those two trees, and it was only about 15 feet tall. This is, I think they're 25 feet tall, and they're about 4 feet off the ground or so. And yeah, it's just to help, obviously, protect the house from golf balls, because they come in the yard all the time. I think we had probably close to 200, 300 golf balls come in the yard last year, and so yeah, it keeps the most of them off the house and off the deck. Once in a while you hear a ball hit something, but most of them hit the net if they're coming this direction. So yep, all right, well, that's the end of that. I'm glad all of that went the way that it did, and that this all turned out the way that it did, and I'm happy with it. Like I said, I was going to put another cable around this so I would have plenty of slack. I was going to run it clear out another foot, or foot and a half, and then leave an extra foot of length so I'd be able to adjust it quite a bit in the next couple of years. But this is perfect. This is good. I'm happy with this, and this worked out okay. Yep. Thanks for watching.